Merhaba arkadaşlar, ben Atilla ve tekrar hoş geldiniz. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. bölüme full heyecan devam ediyorum ve kaçıyorum şu an gördüğünüz gibi. Full heyecan lan. Yorulduk, kondisyon bitti. Bakayım şu tarafa baksak kimse yok mu orada? Bir at bulacağız dedi. At bulup kaçacağız. Tamam, atı bulalım abi hemen. Dur bir dakika, şu haritaya bakayım, ben nereye gideceğim? Şuraya gideceğim bir sık. Şuraya hemen işareti verelim. Bak, orada bir şeyler oluyor. Boş ver abi onları, gel. Bin, bin. Tamam abi, kaçıyoruz hadi. Aha, askerler de geliyormuş da. Hızlıcına kaçıyoruz haydi. O hızlı gidiyor ha. Maşallah. Kaç abicim kaç. Valla birini kurtaracağız ama yani hepsini kurtaramam lazım. O zaman da bizde yok o güç. Aha. O ne? Valla bizim çok güzel bir yorum geldi. Onu okumuştum. Helal olsun yani kardeş bize. Bizim Kıpçak Kumanlara benziyor dedi. Doğru da söylüyor tabii ki. Yani mantıklı çünkü Macaristan'da o an bizim Kumanlar falan hep orada yaşamaktaydı zaten. Yani Kumanlar, Kıpçaklar da Türkler biliyorsunuz. Türk'ü. Şu an kanamaktayız. Gördüğünüz gibi. O ne lan? Adamlar nasıl arkamdan geliyor? Yok. Kaç lan? Abi kaç. Of. Hızlı gidiyoruz değil mi lan? İyi. Aman her yeri yakıyorlar. Yok. Ben doğru gidiyorum. Fast travel point, okay.
Left. Hamburg is to the left along the stream.
Tamam gidiyorum lan. Sus. Bunlar da kaçıyor. Ya flee. Kaç. Geliyorlar yok. Ama benim at herhalde ondan hızlı mı? Neyse şöyle gideyim de çatırmadan. Kaçın lan. Doğru gidiyoruz herhalde. Vallahi halen geliyorlar yok. Ama atım yorulmasın da şimdi. Öyle bir risk de var diyorsunuz. Oğlum inatçı mısınız lan? Gidin şuradan. Vallahi yoruldu ha. Geldi vallahi geldi. Abo. Kaç abi kaç. Aman lan aha. At kafayı yedi. Dur. Oğlum şunları vur. Allah aşkına şunları vur. Beni boş ver. Beni boş ver, şunları yakala. Ya at valla isyan etti ha. Gayet normal yani. Abo. Oğlum. Ne acayip insan mısınız siz ya. Kafayı takmış bana abi. Beni yakalayacaklar bunlar. Biliyorsun lan. Abo vurdu lan beni. Vallahi billahi vurdu ha. Git lan. Şuradan bir geçeyim abi şöyle. Yallah. Ya ben de biliyorum. Sanki ben bilmiyorum. Ben bundan kurtulmak için mi böyle gidiyorum oğlum? Allah Allah. Kanamaktayız lan. Ha. Oh. Bak. Acaba eski Türkçe mi bu yoksa Macarca mı konuşuyorlar? Anlayamadım da. Do something. Gebereceğim. Oh. Vay şansa bak ha, tam son anda kurtardık kendimizi ha. Vay bayağı bir heyecanlı geçti lan orada. Öleceğim sandım da ölmedim ha. Müthişem arkadaşlar ya. Dediğim gibi, söz verdiğim gibi günde bir kere yüklemeye çalışacağım bunu. Beni gerçekten tuttu yani bu oyun. 9 saatte 1100'den fazla izlenme almıştık. 150 like almıştık. Harika yani, gerçekten müthişem. İnşallah daha çok fazla alırız yani, gerçekten. Yani en azından şöyle 300, 400, 500 like bekliyoruz ama işte o da...
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages.
Hadi bakalım, benim bandajlasın bunlar. Susamış yavru.
Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad.
Kurtardı
The
beni.
arrow missed the bone. You only
Kemiği
needed bandaging, and I've
ıskalamış.
done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
Lord Divish. Hadi bakalım. Ben bunu Lord sanıyordum, değilmiş. Bu kumandaymış. O yüzden böyle sert. Lord Divish.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It
Şimdi
said they
diyor
came
bak,
to Hungary
kumanlar.
from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe.
Ya sonra buraya geldiler.
What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him.
Ulan bizim Türkler var ya, bayağı bir korku saçmış bu Avrupa'ya zamanında be.
I'm sorry.
İşte o yüzden bizden bu kadar çok nefret ediyorlar, biliyor musunuz? Yemin ederim bak.
No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us.
Teşekkür ediyor bize.
Robard, take care of Henry.
Bizi uyardığın için diyor. Çok teşekkür ediyor.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst.
Herkesi içeri al diyor yani. Hazırlıklı olalım diyor.
Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Hay hay diyor. Hay hay. Vallahi ya, resmen böyle hem oyun hem film hem böyle tarih, acayip ya o. Ne güzel oyunmuş lan böyle. Wow. Onu da halen iyileşmedik herhalde.
Are you serious?
Bak. Ne oldu lan? Ya çok güzel yapmışlar lan, buna ya. Sir Robert. Bana yardım et. Kanıyorum.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Ya, gidip bir yemek yiyeyim. Hadi bakayım.
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside.
Acıkmasık. Sir Robert'den gideyim yemek yiyeyim.
Sir Divish has suffered his own share of woes, but he's a generous man and a good one. We'll take care of you until everything blows over. You risked your life to warn us.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
Vay vay vay. Yemeğin yanında
When
şarap
you're
içiyor.
done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly.
Ya uyumamız lazımmış bir de.
Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Yatağa girmeden önce şu pis ayakkabıdan çıkart diyor. Ya canım bir de yani ayakkabıyla uyuyaydık yatakta.
Must eat.
Tamam oğlum, ha iyi işte.
You're that lad from Skalitz. What in heaven's name happened there?
İneceksin sen. Ben şunları alayım da ne olur olmaz diye. Her zaman bulunsun diyor o. Nasılsa bedava yemek. Giderim belki satarım bunları. Para kazanırız.
How rude.
Ne? Allah Allah. Terbiyesiz dedi bana ya. Ha, yani ne yaptıysak.
Hey!
Be a bit more careful.
Don't you start.
Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
Hadi abi uyuyalım. Sleep. How long do you want to sleep? Yani kaç saat diye soruyor bize. Ne bileyim ben ya. Comfort. Baksana. Nourishment. Energy. Hı. Tamam 7 saat uyuyalım abi. Uyu babam uyu ha. Tamam olsa gece oluyor ama herhalde.
Today the patrols will be done.
Aha.
Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Ayakkabı bile çıkarmamış. Adam dedi ya ayakkabı çıkar diye.
Yes?
It is I, Henry.
Vay yavru vay.
Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
Wow, biraz daha fazla şarap
It's
götürüyor ya.
just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers.
Herkes bana aşık herhalde ya.
I came to offer you solace. To let you know you're not alone.
Yalnız değilsin diyor.
Thank you.
Her zaman kalbimizdesin diyor.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is
bir de
all
dokunuyor
very
bana.
new and strange for you.
Allah Allah.
But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything.
Buradakinin evinde gibi hisset diyor yani. Hiçbir şey merak etme diyor.
God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal.
Allah bilir diyor neler geçirdin diyor.
I know what it is to be left alone in the world.
Ya ben bilirim diyor bu yalnızlığı
Although your
diyor.
loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it.
Konuş
If you
diyor.
feel
Yani.
like it.
Konuş diyor daha iyi olur diyor. Resmen benden çiçeği yapmaya gelmiş bu. I just can't talk about it, tell the story of the raid. Neyse anlat gitsin.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Alright. I went to the town for ale and met my street up bank. I went to collect the debt. I met my friends and we went.
I met my friends right next to the Skalitz Ale House. When we heard Deutsch praising
Aa,
Sigismund,
zamanlandı
our
lan.
blood boiled. My mates decided to teach that fool to mind his tongue. So, thanks to us, Deutsch had to scrape horse shit off his newly whitewashed house.
How foul.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it.
Hızlı olmam lazım
Father's
ya.
work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
Sukses. Bak şimdi oldu.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
There was a huge horde of attackers.
I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
Sukses.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
The Skalitz fled to the castle. I saw them kill my guard. They tried to fight back. They killed my father and mother.
Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the
Who's
Lord
this?
have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
The commander opened the siege of Skalitz. I need a horse.
I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her.
I helped the mill wench. Nah.
I wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to.
Yalan söyleyemem.
Even though I had the sword we made for Sir Radzig, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It
It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Ne olmuş kocasına?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
Bayağı bir trajik hayat yaşamış yazık karı.
You're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Daha yema yeni getirdi. Daha ağzımıza bile vurmadık yema.
Good night and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Aha. Rüyalarına giriyor. Yep.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
Ne oluyoruz lan?
What's happening?
Ne oluyoruz?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Yoksa buraya doğru mu geliyorlarmış?
But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
Tamam. Geliyorlar mı yoksa buraya doğru?
Hey, you men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quick!
What's going on?
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Okay. Dur bakalım. Bunlar düşman olamaz bence. Daha çok sivil halk, baksanıza.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Ansig. What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
Nasıl kurtuldular bunlar?
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We would have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
Beni soruyor.
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Balding.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will, and good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out!
Gel diyor, bize katıl diyor da o da yok diyor, ben geri gidip de anam babamın cesetlerini görmem lazım diyor. Yani o da diyor eşek herif diyor. Sen de mi gebermek istiyorsun diyor. Yani olan oldu geçti gitti diyor yani. Sen de ölme diyor yani. Hayatını şey yapma diyor.
Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a...
Tamam fazla konuşma. Ne diyorsun?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch at the battlements with my men?
Tamam.
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
Tamam hadi bakalım. Biz de göz olacak mısın? Keep watch on the battlements.
Be a bit more careful.
Kapkaranlık da valla hiçbir şey gözükmüyor ki. Efendim ben çok karanlık yani birbirine konuşurken ne? Yani mecbur şurada durmam lazım ki yasa karanlıkta birbirimizi bile göremiyoruz. Şöyle bekleyelim abi. We have visitors. Ne oluyoruz lan? Sabaha kadar bekledik ya. Hadi abi ne oluyoruz bir bakalım ya öğrenelim hep beraber. Biliyor mu düşmanlar yoksa? Herhalde geldiler. Abo. Aha. Ya.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause.
Sigismund.
You may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Oh. Kafirlere bizi salmaz diyor.
Lord of Talmberg.
Halbuki kafir olan sensin. Salak. Yavaş lan yavaş. Yani şunu tokadı bir indirin ya.
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Ratzik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Ratzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Güzel diplomatik şekilde konuştu ya, çok hoşuma gidiyor. Yani sinir bile bozmuyor yani. Böyle güzel güzel girişti. Bakalım ne olacak hayırlısıyla. Bu adam tam savaş manyağı herhalde. Ya dön diyor, ha dön diyor. Döndürüyor.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Kurtardı. Wow. Bir gün yine karşılaşacağız seninle. Alright. Aha. Bury your loved ones in skeletons.
Watch it. Folk these days.
God be with you.
I think it's skeletons.
So, Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and...
I have to bury my past. Let me if you very much choose you do the same.
So, Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
Are you serious?
Vallahi ben de yoluma şaşırdım ya. Kimle konuşursam, kimle şey desem hiç kimse beni dışarı bırakmıyor abi. Gideyim ben bizim bu lady'yi bulayım ya. Adı neydi o lady'nin? Ondan bir yardım isteyeyim. Ne haber? Bakalım. Çok... O mu? Herhalde o. Stephanie ha. Bir bakalım bundan yardım alabilir miyiz arkadaşlar?
The Lord save you.
Tamam. I have to get the skeletons.
I would like to ask your assistance, my lady, if I may be so bold.
What's the matter, lad?
I need to get out of the car.
Why, for the love of God, would...
Yani ne diyeceksin ya? It is my duty to bury them, ha?
My lady, I know you have a good heart.
My dear boy,
Oğlum.
you'd risk your own life.
If I could just get past...
But you can.
Ha.
If you wear a proper suit of armor.
Güzel.
And if he can't see...
Yani asker üniformasını giyersem we're gonna get the armor.
And where can I get the armor?
At the armory?
Where's that?
Armory.
In the gate tower. But the soldiers sleep in other places around the castle too.
Askerler başka yerlerde uyuyabiliyormuş ve orada bulabilirim. İyi güzel. Thank you. Hadi eyvallah. Ya armor'a gideceğiz. Onu çalacağız. Ve daha dediğim gibi ve de kadının dediği gibi askerlerin başka bir uyuduğu bir yer varmış. Yani yattığı yer. Eğer oraya bulabilirsem oh! Of, açtım lan. Hadi bismillah. Hatta şurada kimse duymasın bizi şimdi. Burası privatmış bir de. Uyuyacak hiç halim yok burada. Hiç oturmaya da niyetim yok. Burada mı uyuyorlar lan bunlar askerler? Tamam yukarı inşallah bir şey buluruz ya. Yasa gitti bir tane lockpick boş boşuna. Harbiden burada uyuyorlarmış bunlar ya. Askerlik hayat zor. Rob. Çaldı. Onu lan. Bu o. Al lan hepsini. Ha şöyle. Abi tamam mıyız biz şimdi yoksa? Inventory'e giriyorum abi. Weapons, armor. Okay. Equip. Kaskımızı taktık. Okay. Tamam. Giy onu da giy. Bu. Tamam abi. Nice. Nice. Okay. Tamam mı şimdi? İyi mi hepsi? Silah gerek yok herhalde, yoksa yine de Right. Herhalde şimdi kimse bize kafa tutamaz değil mi? Ben bir yukarı çıkayım. Herhalde yapıyoruz lan bunu. Nihayet buraya trek edeceğiz ya. En yükseğe çıktık ha külenin. Yok mu lan burada başka bir şeyler? Yani çalmışken de devam edelim çalmaya. Para istiyorum, para. Her şey çok pahalı ya. Gerçekten Yani detay inceliğini görüyor musunuz? Bak böyle geldiğimde daha çok böyle net oluyor. Şöyle arkadan şöyle bakarsak, yani güneşten böyle hani ilk görüyor ya, böyle gözünü alıyor, görüyor musunuz? Yani böyle detaylı olamaz ya. Müthişem. Şuna bak. Harika bir şey. Harika bir şey. Neyse abi biz buradan kaybolalım gidelim, çünkü herhalde bir şey yok burada. Bizim görevimiz buradan gidip anamızı babamızı gömmek. Yani gerçekten çok güzel oyun ya. Herhalde yapıyoruz. Freedom! Hadi buradan aşağı in.
I need to get out of here.
Says who?
Captain Robert sent me to Uzitz.
I'm wearing your colours, but I'm just a messenger. Sir Robard sent me to Rattay with important tidings.
Oh, all right, all right.
All right, all right. Tamam, güzel, bak oldu lan, sukses.
Open the gate.
Open the gate. İyi kandırdım lan bunu. Sağ ol. Oh be. Freedom.
They've already gone.
Ya şimdi ne yapacaksın oğlum? Yapmışlar yıkmışlar ha. Talan etmişler. Atlara böyle. Aha. Kale evlerini yapmışlar ha. Quest completed. Güzel. Game saved. Homecoming. Ve arkadaşlar ben burada bırakacağım, çünkü bayağı bir geçmiş vakit. Yani dediğim gibi bu oyun hem oyun olarak hem de film olarak hem de tarih olarak hep beraber böyle bayağı bir uzun böyle şey oluyor yani filmden dolayı. O yüzden böyle kısa kısa sürmem lazım. Yani videolar 1,5 saat 2 saat, yani o da biraz fazla olur yani. Herkes yorar diye düşünceyle böyle mantıklı arkadaşlar. Otomatik save yapınca direktmen kapatıyoruz. Evet, ikinci bölümü de bitirdik. Şu an üçüncü bölümü için full hızla devam edeceğiz tabii ki. Arkadaşlar lütfen şu like az geliyor ya. Lütfen like daha çok verelim, böyle trendlere girelim be. Trendlere çok geride kaldık biz. O yüzden yani destek olmak için arkadaşlar, gerçekten destek olabilmek için like tuşunu kırmamız lazım yani. 150-200 like'lar aslında yetmiyor yani. Böyle videolar için en azından 500 like'lar gelmesi lazım ama neyse işte idare ediyoruz. Ne diyelim başka? Paylaşım ve abone olun tabii ki. Üçüncü bölümde görüşmek dileğiyle arkadaşlar. Allah'a emanet olun.